A single Instagram swipe can fool millions. On 28th May 2025, Alicia Keys shared a soft-focus Mom-Son Day snapshot. Her 14-year-old young king, Egypt, plants a kiss on her cheek beside an infinity pool that melts into a cobalt Malibu horizon. The caption glowed, "Moments that matter most." Hearts flooded in until one comment sliced through the sugar. "Funny how a stolen husband makes the cutest family pics." Likes piled beneath that barb. Nearly 15 years after Keys and producer mogul Swizz Beatz vowed Mediterranean forever, fans still argue whether she's a generational homewrecker or simply the spark Swizz was destined to find. New whispers on hip-hop podcasts, dusty forum receipts, and a cryptic interview from Swizz's ex-wife Mashonda hint that old wounds are bleeding again, conveniently as the trio's blended family brand hits peak marketability. So forget the glossy narrative you've scrolled past 100 times. We're rewinding to the very first spark, dragging long-buried receipts into daylight, and tracing every aftershock up to July 2025. Buckle up. The beautiful partnership may be holding secrets far messier than its filtered carousel suggests.
I did the work on myself first. I connected more deeply with my son, and then it was time for me to rebuild the relationship with Swizz. And I reached out to him. I said, listen, we need to talk because...
How long had it been that you hadn't
Well, we got divorced in 2010. That first talk was probably around 2011.
Long before the mansions and matching Lamborghini trucks, Alicia, Augello Cook, and Kasim, Swizz Beatz Dean were two hustle-driven New York City teens whose worlds overlapped like graffiti tags on the same 6 train. In 1995, a mutual classmate, a budding rapper, kept nagging Swizz, "You gotta meet Allie, your beats plus her voice could change the game." One lunch break, the friend hauled a purple Coogie jacket wearing Alicia past the school gates. Swizz remembers her wheat-colored Timbs and the way she sized him up before offering a curt nod. He didn't even dare ask for her pager number. Paths forked. Alicia enrolled at Manhattan's Professional Performing Arts School, mastering Chopin by day and neo-soul riffs by night. Swizz dove into beatmaking for his Rough Riders cousins just as DMX and Eve detonated on radio. Their orbits drifted until music's magnetic pull and a later studio invitation would slam them back together. Marital paperwork be damned. Fast forward to 2004. Swizz, the man who turned snares into platinum, surprised the industry by marrying rising R&B singer Mashonda Tifrere. Their Harlem ceremony looked straight out of an Essence spread, candlelit aisles, white roses, hip-hop royalty in tailored tuxes, whispers of a would-be Jay and Bey power duo. 2 years later, they welcomed baby Kasim Jr. Scratch the gloss, though, and hairline fractures spread. Swizz's appetite for late-night sessions rarely ended at Pro Tools. Promoters in Miami and Vegas remember him popping bottles with models whose names never stuck to receipts. Dates and grainy VIP snapshots still surface in fan forums. Mashonda felt every 3 a.m. ringtone and unexplained Amex charge. Professionally, the scales tilted harder each year. Swizz racked up credits for Beyoncé, Busta Rhymes, and ironically, Alicia Keys. Mashonda's own sophomore album lingered in label limbo, while she rotated from nursery lullabies to lonely soundchecks. Enter 2008. Keys, fresh off chart-crushing as I Am, wanted Swizz's signature drum pop for an experimental cut. He pitched a low-pressure writing retreat at his private home studio because why rent a space when the vibes are already perfect? Mashonda, visiting relatives, returned a day early. Legend says she heard laughter echoing down the hallway at 1 a.m. and glimpsed Alicia's unmistakable cornrows slipping into the guest room. No shouting, just the ice-pick certainty of betrayal lodging in her gut. Soon, paparazzi began randomly catching the pair, leaving Soho House 5 minutes apart or racking matching speeding tickets on the same upstate throughway. Blogs theorized Alicia was feeding the story, allowing just enough PDA so Mashonda would see, yet not enough to confirm. Keys' publicist issued boilerplate creative collaboration statements. Swizz shrugged it off as studio chemistry. Mashonda quietly compiled timestamps, invoices, and screenshots, armoring her heart with documented fact. September 2009. Alicia taps 9 airy words into Twitter. In love, choose smart or choose spark. Mashonda reads it at 2 a.m., her son finally asleep and feels heat bloom behind her eyes. To her, it's a taunt from the woman sleeping in her husband's studio. Enough. Days later, she publishes a blistering open letter to Ms. Keys, praising Alicia's art, yet accusing her of assisting in the destruction of a family. The post goes nuclear. Morning hosts debate whether a successful woman can ever be labeled a side chick. Swizz begs Mashonda to stop embarrassing them. She replies with screenshots of Alicia's late-night DMs. Keys finally addresses the backlash on BET's 106 in Park, insisting timelines only appear to overlap. The audience half cheers, half gasps. Homewrecker Keys trends, yet her 2003 single Karma rockets up iTunes. Pop culture loves hypocrisy almost as much as it loves a hook. May 2010. While blogs dissect Mashonda's letter, paparazzi leak photos of Alicia and Swizz strolling Capri's marina, her chiffon caftan floating like victory flags, his hand resting on a visible baby bump. Their reps confirm 2 bombshells, engaged and expecting. 8 weeks later, aboard a borrowed yacht off Corsica, they exchange vows under a tangerine sunset. Swizz's divorce papers finalized so close to the ceremony that cynics joke the ink blurred his vows. Stateside, radio phone lines detonate. One Harlem grandmother announces she yanked no one mid-chorus and rebuked the hypocrisy. Yet controversy sells. Keys' streams jump 17%, tabloids move record copies. Mashonda declines interviews, focuses on preschool drop-offs, and tapes butcher paper over her condo windows. By 2016, the public sees a reinvention so polished it squeaks. People magazine splashes a photo spread showing Alicia, Swizz, Mashonda, and all 5 children in color-coordinated linen. The article unveils the Dean Collection, their art philanthropy venture, and teases a children's picture book titled Blend, co-authored by all 3 adults. Morning shows swoon, 3 couches, 3 megawatt smiles, and 1 chorus of co-parenting goals. Sponsorship deals flood in. BMW bankrolls, a Blend Life road trip ad along Italy's Amalfi coast. West Elm releases a Dean Living furniture line. Nike drops a limited sneaker whose proceeds fund music education grants. Critics dub the campaign Kumbaya capitalism, but 6-figure checks keep rolling. Behind closed therapy doors, sessions sometimes end with slammed cabinets and Mashonda dabbing mascara before the group Instagram Live. Still, every press stop finishes the same. High fives, love you sis, and Mashonda captioning a carousel, proud of us. Skeptics comment, blink twice if you're tired, but heart emojis drown them out. 11th February 2024. Super Bowl 58 halftime. Alicia glides on stage beside Usher, whisper singing, my boo. Cameras linger on Swizz in the VIP pit, pride or clenched jaw. Twitter can't decide. He fires off a laughing emoji and y'all wild. Days later, a tabloid quotes an anonymous audio tech who claims Swizz hurled his headset backstage. April 2024, a podcaster asks Mashonda if the healing journey is truly over. She pauses, then drops a grenade. I did what I had to, for my son. Period at TikTok splices the clip over vintage photos of her tear-streaked diary pages. Hashtag FakeBlend explodes. April 2025, an anonymous YouTube upload titled Stolen Love, The Receipts Alicia Won't Show You, stitches airport CCTV, hotel lobby timestamps, and a voice memo of Swizz promising to handle the divorce quietly. 2 million views in 72 hours, the Dean Collection's Paris exhibit still sells out, controversy is lucrative, sociologists label it the scarlet letter bias. When infidelity erupts, the outsider, especially a famous woman, wears the heavier stain. Reddit debates ask, Swizz said the vows, why isn't he the wrecking ball? Brand optics answer the riddle. Alicia built a career on empowerment hymns. Her feminist halo magnified perceived hypocrisy. Swizz, long typecast as a flashy producer flanked by models, slid into the boys will be boys cliché. Mashonda's interviews unwittingly reinforce the skew. She praises Swizz as a present dad, yet frames Alicia as someone she's still learning to trust. Tabloids cherry-pick those lines for incendiary headlines. Villain, victim, bystander. Simplicity sells, even when all 3 insist life is messier. July 2025, Brooklyn Museum hosts Giants, the Dean Collection's touring exhibit of towering sculptures by underrepresented artists. Inside, Swizz auctions a Basquiat sketch for $8 million towards scholarships. Alicia announces a Broadway-bound jukebox musical. Outside, protesters wave placards. Love do not equal break vows. Cable news intercuts champagne toasts, with chanting picketers for viral contrast. Rumor sparks that Mashonda inked a 7-figure memoir deal. Insiders whisper the manuscript includes diary pages, never-seen emails, and photo evidence poised to shatter the varnished brand. Swizz tells reporters, "People love drama, our mission is art." Minutes later, he posts a backstage selfie captioned, "Family first, noise last." Comments split, red hearts versus snake emojis. Return to that Instagram snapshot. Radiant mother, doting teen, Pacific horizon blurred like a watercolor. Beautiful, undeniably. But beauty can lie by omission. From teenage hallway nods to yacht deck vows, open letter heartbreak to corporate kumbaya, this triangle doubles as a living case study in forgiveness, image craft, and the fine print under every fairy tale caption. Will Mashonda's rumored memoir tilt sympathy away from Alicia, or reveal hidden grace? Could fresh receipts ignite brand implosion, or will controversy simply double merch prices? In love, do you choose smart, spark, or learn to juggle embers without getting burned? Drop your take below, smash subscribe, and tap the bell. Because the next chapter of this story could hit feeds any moment and you won't want to hear it secondhand.